show to talk about my faction. Think FB and Max reactions. Welcome to the show.
Massive thank you to all our channel members. Your support helps keep MyFaction Reaction going strong. I appreciate each and every one of you. Welcome to MyFaction Reaction. You're here with Nathan once again. And we got a new grind method to talk about. So I'm not sure how to properly credit this grind method. I'll start with that. Somebody brought it into our Discord group earlier today, MyFaction Reaction. If you're not in it, we'll have the description in the link below. But it was pulled from a Facebook group, so I don't know how to properly credit. But thank you, Don Q, for bringing it in. A bunch of people in the Discord have been working on retooling it to try and get the most MFP out of it. Now, the nice thing here is it's a little bit complicated, and that's not the nice thing. But even when it doesn't work out, you tend to be getting more MFP than you were with a 3v3 match. So yeah, that's the positive here, is that even when it doesn't work out, you're still getting a decent amount of MFP through it. So that being said, let's jump right into it. Before we do, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Helps me out a ton. Also, we've started doing streaming on Twitch, so you can see it. The pointing's not working right there. So the twitch.tv. So if that's your preferred streaming method, not only are we in YouTube, we're multi-streaming to Twitch now at the same time as well. So regardless, if you want to click on those links, helps me out a ton. Okay, that being said, let's go right into the match itself. All right, so we're doing something a little bit different. We're going back to the old Chicago straight edge match 5. So go to Chicago, choose straight edge. It's the second option. We're going to match 5. This was our original grinding match. What made this one interesting was that the guys, there's no running. So not only can you not run, but the guys can't run on the opposing side, which makes it very hard to break up pins, which is what we liked about it. But we haven't until now been able to have a great option to do this since they nerfed Rabble Rouser. This match kind of went away. That being said, we seem to have an option now. So let's talk about the team here that I'm using. Seems to be working the best right now. So Wes Lee is a Superstar Series 4 card, costs 1,500. I don't know why, but when you tag in with him, the person you tag in gets a finisher. I'm not sure because none of his badges are really throwing to like tagging there and causing that. We're using Billy Gunn number 2 because he does have some stuff when he gets tagged in or out, which will help get the pin. So yeah, so that's the reason we're going to go with Billy Gunn there. Now he's from the Survivor Series 2-pack. You may not have him. If you do, you can, if you don't, go with Paul Orndorff from the DLC. If you do have the DLC, that's a good option too. And you can do the pile driver with it. And then we're going with our 2 consistent ones here, Bray Wyatt from Sinister 2 and Ichiban Hulk Hogan from Toy Titans. These are collection rewards that are available for completing the Sinister 2 set and the Toy Titans sets. A little bit cheaper now in the market to get these cards. If you don't have these, you can sub these out for different cards that you have that will give you the most MFP. Once again, make sure you jump into the Discord. We've just updated the MFP sheet showing you who's going to get you the most MFP if they're sitting on the sidelines there. So once again, you may not get as high as I'm getting, but it'll be better than what you are getting right now. We'll jump into the sheet once we're wrap up. So that being said, let's actually go into the match. So we're going to start with Wes Lee here. So as per usual, I'll be pausing this as we go through. Poor JD. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to tag in Billy Gunn. That's going to give Billy Gunn a finisher, and we're going to immediately do a famouser. So I'm just going to hold R2 and spam X until he hits the famouser. However, as soon as I do the tag with Wes Lee to Billy Gunn, I'm going to hit the L1 button on my PlayStation controller here. And we're going to hit right on the D-pad. That's going to trigger both Ichiban Hogan and Bray Wyatt to walk over to the other guys. So let's do that. So tag, send them over, spam finisher. Now we're going to stay with Billy Gunn until the finisher is complete. Okay, so we've stayed with Billy Gunn till the finisher is complete. So he's hit the finisher. Now we're going to press to switch teammates. So I'm going to press it once. We're going to switch to Bray Wyatt. We're going to hold R2 and do his left taunt. So he'll go like this, and it'll be a second. We're going to then switch to Hogan and try and get Hogan to climb up. You can't run, so we're just going to try and get him to climb up the onto the ring apron to get 15 points for a quick climber. And then we're going to press the quick button or the change button again 3 times to get back to Bray. All right, so we're going to press it once here. Start the taunt. We're going to switch to Hogan. Hogan's going to get up there. And then we're going to get back to Bray before it finishes there. So, we paused a little bit there, 16 seconds, but 761 MFP for that run. Really, really good. So I'll do it once or twice more here, just quickly, so that you guys can see that here without it being paused. I've gotten it as low as 14 seconds. So we'll go right in with Wesley again here. Okay. So tag, send, Famouser, pin, taunt, climb the turnbuckle. The nice thing is that even if his taunt gets distracted, you can restart the taunt. As long as he's doing it, you should get the MFP for it. Yeah, so the taunt was broken up there. Somebody hit Bray, but I was able to get back to him and restart the taunt so that he would get credit for it there. So there are ways to get that back. They don't seem to get to you a lot just because you're basically doing the Famousers close to the other side of the ring, so it's harder for them to walk over and get to. Okay, so send them to attack. Famouser. And we're back to Bray. So there's a bit of switching. You got to do it quickly. But once you get the hang of it, it actually works pretty well. So 14 seconds, 761. Even when it fails, you're still going to get like 666, 700, 711, depending upon where the mistakes had. It's still probably the best option right now. So this is your best option for grinding. Works super, super well. So yeah, now that being said, I did talk about showing you guys the spreadsheet. Some of you guys have probably seen it, but if not, let's just take a quick look at it. All right, so here is the spreadsheet. So you guys can access this through our Discord. Go to, well, I'll have the link it's at the bottom here, but it's also in the link to the description of the video if you guys want to get there. We're over 800 members now, which is super, super cool. And I appreciate all you guys joining the Discord. But yeah, so this will go through and who your best MFP characters are here. So like the top one is Penta from the Fearless. He's a collection set reward, and he gets 68 MFP for just sitting on the apron. So all of these badges here just get you MFP just for doing nothing, essentially. Basically having them in the match. Penta gets 68 MFP. But then, and you look at somebody like the new Infinite Cody Rhodes 22. So this just got added to the spreadsheet. So he gets 61 on his own for being in the match. When you look at there, so he's got Bee Repellent going in hot, Locomotion, Six Pack, and Sting Like a Bee. But then he's also getting 13 extra MFP for quick actions. So that can give him a total of 74. So what does that look like? 5 for Clock Watcher, and then 8 for Rabble Rouser. So you need 2 taunts to get that. So those are things that are like you can do in the match. It's a little bit easier to get that. So if you don't have, in this case, I'm using the Ichiban Hogan, because he can get to 83. He gets an extra 15 for the quick climber. That's essentially what we're getting there with him. And the wet blanket when we're doing that, because we're pulling off the apron and he's stunning them there. So we're getting a good amount of MFP with him there. And Bray Wyatt. When you look at Bray, once again, Bray's getting 45 right off the hop. He gets 8 for swiftness on top of that. So I don't know, that's 53. Or 50, sorry, 50. But then He's also getting 15 for Rabble Rouser, and there's a few other things he's getting for damaging the opponent when we're doing that. So that's why I'm going with Bray. However, if you don't have those cards, you can look at this list here and figure out what your best options are for replacing them. In a lot of cases, if you guys have the DLC, Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff and Sid Justice get 48 MFP just for sitting on the apron. They're from the Saturday Night Main Event, the last DLC pack that came out last month. So those are good options to have there. And when you look at them too, they do have like a little bit of extra MFP, depending, like with Paul Orndorff, he gets an extra 8 for making a tag. So you could just tag him in and get an extra 8 MFP. And so, yeah, so there are other options here. But basically, if you don't have the exact same cards I do, get that Wesley card. It's in the market. If you don't have it already, 1500 MFP. That's nothing. It's a gold card. Just get that card. And then look at your best options for who you can fit here to get a quick finisher off. If you don't have Billy Gunn, or like I said, you can use Paul Orndorff with the pile driver there, and then fill the other 2 spots with whoever gets you the most MFP on this list. And you can go right down the list. I do want to make sure that too, I think not only Spiffo, so this is not my list. This is a work from guys in the Discord itself. So Spiffo and Charger has as well just recently started helping update it as well. So I appreciate both of you guys in keeping this updated for the community. I think it's become a super resourceful tool. It's funny, I'm seeing it being talked about in other communities now just because of how useful it is. So thank you, gentlemen, for helping maintain this and keep this going. We really do appreciate it. Anyways, guys, that's the new grind method. I hope this helps you guys out. It's not foolproof. There are issues, but once again, even when it fails, you're still getting more MFP than the other methods, so you might as well go for it. If this has helped you, do me a favor. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. We're actually very, very close to hitting 3,000 subscribers, which is kind of funny because on Saturday, depending upon when you're watching this, this is November 4th as I'm recording it, but on December 4th. On December 6th, on Saturday, we're doing a 12-hour live stream because we just hit our 2,500 subscriber goal a few weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, which was crazy. So we just started this channel like 8 months ago. So we're going to be doing a big 12-hour live stream. But by the time we get to that 12-hour live stream, we're going to be closer to 3,000 than we were 2,500. So yeah, if you want to help me out, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Check me out on, nope, I keep doing it the wrong way. Check me out on Twitch and join the Discord. We'd love to have you there. Anyways, guys, I appreciate you all. Have a great day. Thank you, guys. Bye.